Think for a moment about all the people who keep the buildings of the world running. The caretakers, the property managers, the facility service teams who fix what breaks, clear the snow, tend the gardens, and quietly make sure that hundreds of properties stay safe and functional every single day. It is essential work, and yet for a long time, the people doing it have been buried under a mountain of paperwork, clipboards, and admin that has very little to do with the actual job. Today's episode is about a company that decided those hardworking teams deserved better tools built specifically for them. Welcome back to the next Biz Thing. I am your host, Markus J. Diplama, and this is the show where I celebrate the businesses solving real, practical problems for real, working people. Every week I go searching for a company that understands its customers so deeply that the product almost feels obvious once you see it. Today's feature is exactly that kind of company. It comes to us from Germany, and it is called iPM-Cloud. What they have built is a complete software and app solution for caretaker and facility management services, and they have built it from the inside out by people who have actually done the work. Let me explain the world these folks operate in, because it is one most of us never think about. In Germany, the Hausmeister, the caretaker or building superintendent, is a cornerstone of property management. Facility service companies handle everything from cleaning and gardening to winter clearing, building technology, and repairs across dozens or even hundreds of properties. It is a business of constant movement, of teams out in the field, of tasks that must be scheduled, documented, and eventually billed. And traditionally, all of that coordination has been done with a punishing amount of manual administration, phone calls, paper checklists, handwritten notes, hours in the back office trying to turn a day's work into an invoice. That administrative drag is exactly the problem iPM-Cloud set out to eliminate. Their promise is beautifully simple: less administrative effort, more revenue, all the advantages in one caretaker software and app. iPM-Cloud digitalizes the entire workflow of a facility service business, from creating quotes, through planning and scheduling jobs, through documenting the work on site, all the way to billing, and it does it inside a single connected application built for the whole team. Instead of juggling a dozen disconnected tools and a stack of paper, a business gets one clean system where the whole operation lives. Planning, checklists, working times, document management, and much more, all structured the way a caretaker service actually works. And that last point is really the heart of what makes iPM-Cloud special. This is not generic business software that was awkwardly adapted for the trade. It was developed out of the founder's own experience, more than 25 years in caretaker services and facility management. One of their customers put it perfectly, describing the product as, and I love this phrase, from the caretaker for the caretaker. You can feel that lineage in how the software is designed. The planning, the checklists, the time tracking, the documentation, it is all shaped around the real rhythm of the work, the way the people in the field actually operate, rather than some abstract idea of how a business should run. When a product is built by people who have lived the problem, it shows, and iPM-Cloud shows it clearly. I want to talk about one feature in particular that I think reveals just how well they understand their customers. And that is that the app is 100% offline capable. Now, if you have never done this kind of work, that might sound like a small technical detail, but think about where caretakers actually spend their days. Basements, utility rooms, remote properties, underground car parks, places where a mobile signal simply does not reach. A tool that only works with a perfect internet connection would be useless in exactly the moments it is needed most. The fact that iPM-Cloud works fully offline, letting teams capture data and complete checklists wherever they are, and then sync later, tells you that the people who built it truly understand the reality on the ground. That is empathy translated into engineering. Let me talk about the business model too, because it is refreshingly honest, and honesty in pricing is something I always want to celebrate. iPM-Cloud describes its pricing as transparent, fair, and free of surprises. It is one price per business, with no additional per-employee licenses, which is a wonderful thing for a growing team, because it means you are never punished for adding people. Plans start from around €49 a month for small businesses and startups. There is no long-term contract lock-in. It can be canceled monthly, and free onboarding support is included. In a software world that is often full of hidden fees, per-seat charges, and long contracts designed to trap you, that kind of clarity and fairness is genuinely refreshing, and it reflects a company that wants to earn loyalty through value rather than through fine print. The results speak for themselves. iPM-Cloud tells us that over 2,000 businesses now trust the platform, and when you read what those customers say, you understand why. One long-standing user described using the software and app for over a year and called it, quite simply, just perfect, praising how the planning, checklists, working times, and document management are all built and usable the way their caretaker service actually works. Another customer who has used the app for more than 3 years said that thanks to the app, they were able to significantly reduce their back-office work, while their own clients get a transparent view of the services performed and billed. Think about that. Less admin for the business and more transparency for the customer at the same time. That is the mark of software that creates value on both sides of the relationship. And others praised the friendly, responsive personal support, mentioning that whenever they got stuck, a quick phone call or email was all it took to get expert help. That personal support thread runs through so many of the reviews, and I think it points to something important about how this company operates. Behind the technology, there is a team that genuinely cares about its customers succeeding. Multiple reviewers mention the founder by name and describe patient, hands-on guidance getting them up and running. In an age where so much software is faceless and support means shouting into a chatbot, iPM-Cloud has kept the human relationship at the center. For small and mid-sized facility businesses making the leap into digital tools, that reassurance is worth an enormous amount. Let me pull back and look at the bigger picture, because I think iPM-Cloud is riding an important wave. We hear so much about digital transformation, but a lot of that conversation focuses on glamorous high-tech industries. The quieter, more meaningful revolution is the one bringing modern digital tools to the essential, hands-on trades that keep our physical world running. The caretakers, the maintenance teams, the property services, these are exactly the businesses that stand to gain the most from smart software, because they have historically had the least of it. A company that can take a facility service business and free it from hours of daily paperwork is not just selling convenience. It is giving those teams back their time, helping them serve more properties, take on more work, and grow. That is real economic impact for real working people. And there is something values-driven in how iPM-Cloud approaches all of this. The commitment to fair, transparent pricing. The offline-first design that respects how the work is really done. The from the caretaker for the caretaker philosophy. The genuine, personal customer support. Together, they paint a picture of a company that has not lost sight of who it serves. It would have been easy to build slick software aimed at big corporate facility managers. Instead, iPM-Cloud built something for the everyday caretaker business, the family-run firm, the growing service company, and it built it with obvious respect for those people and their craft. That founding insight that the people who keep our buildings running deserved tools made specifically for them is exactly the kind of clear, grounded thinking that makes a business worth featuring on this show. It is not chasing hype. It is solving a genuine daily problem for a community that has been underserved for too long, and it is doing it with fairness and heart. So if you run a caretaker service, a facility management company, or any kind of property service business, and you are tired of drowning in administration, I would strongly encourage you to take a look at what iPM-Cloud has built. You will find them online at ipmcloud.de, and they offer a free initial consultation so you can see whether it fits the way you work. For a business built by people who have walked in your boots, it is well worth the conversation. That is where we will wrap up today. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me and for caring about the clever, practical companies improving the world one industry at a time. If this episode resonated with you, please pass it along to anyone in property services or the trades who could use a little less paperwork in their life. Until next time, keep appreciating the people who keep everything running and keep looking for the businesses making their lives better. I have been Markus J. Diplama, and this has been The Next Biz Thing. Take care, and I will see you on the next one.